Smoking me? Well, I'd rather have no friends at all than to have friends just to say they're my friends when really I can't even be myself around them. Then that's just a waste of my time. Time for some girl chats. Yes, let's go. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. You guys don't understand how long I've been wanting to record this video. But we're doing it. I'm going to be answering a lot of personal girl chat questions. This is hopefully going to be a new thing. This is something that I have wanted to do for a long time. So yeah, we're just going to get into it. My name is Jess. I am 24 years old. I am an Aquarius. Anyways, let's start the questions because I'm so excited to get into it. I'm not even going to talk and do a full, long, quick intro for no reason because we got some good questions today. We got a lot of good questions. All right, let me start. Let me start. Can you guys tell how excited I am? Where am I from? I am from Los Angeles, California. How long have me and my boyfriend been together? We have been together for 7 years, I think. Yeah, 7 years. How do I deal with depression, overcoming fears, and gaining confidence? When I was younger, I was definitely that shy kid, that shy girl who, always overthink a lot of things. And I honestly didn't deal with depression as a kid. And honestly, I feel like what you go through is pretty much a product of how you were raised or how you deal with things. Because I got picked on as a kid, as anybody did. People would call me stick because I was skinny. People would talk about my boobs, like saying they're like little mosquito bites because they're small. People would talk about my teeth because they, used to be even more crooked than they are now. So I used to get talked about a lot, but when they would talk about me, I would just go home and talk to my mom about it and be like, hey mom, these kids, they were talking. Like, I just remember telling her that, and she will always uplift me and say, well, they're just jealous, or don't listen to them, or blah, 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 what she would say. And she would just reinforce that I'm beautiful, with that, and they're just jealous, don't listen to them, and blah, blah. Like, she'll be, like, talking about them or whatever. And honestly, that just made me kind of gain my confidence because I think my mom helped me out a lot as a kid because, again, she reinforced it a lot that I was beautiful in my own skin and even in whatever my petite size or whatever my crooked teeth. Like, she will always just say, like, they're just hating, like, you're beautiful, don't worry about it. I just wanted to add that she will also tell me that a lot of people who are insecure or unhappy are usually the ones who talk down on other people. So she would just tell me whenever somebody said something mean about me, that just showed the insecurity within them. So if a person talked about that I was super skinny, then maybe they weren't happy with how they were built. Or maybe if somebody talked about my boobs, they were, maybe insecure about something else like theirs, whatever. Usually insecure people talk down on other people to make their insecurities less than, in a sense, if that makes sense. So pretty much, if anybody is picking on you, period, it kind of just shows who they are. Like, you never hear any truly confident people, truly happy people talk down on other people or bully anybody else. So pretty much the people who are doing the bullying or being mean, just look at them and just honestly, you have to feel sorry for them because that's just showing that they're very insecure and very unhappy. So that's just another way to, instead of like making that make you feel bad, their comments, you just have to think in your head like, dang, I feel sorry for this person because they're clearly unhappy and insecure in themselves. So yeah, that's their problem, So yeah. So I think that over time has helped a lot with my confidence, to be honest. If you're around somebody who is making you feel bad, then you should not be around them. Like, they're not the type of people that you need to have in your life. I started to be confident in myself when I just kind of just thought of myself as unique, Like, the fact that I have the shape that I have and my face is the way it is and my nose and my teeth and whatever imperfections I have, it's just a part of me, and it's just my unique qualities. And if I find somebody, you know, which I did, I eventually found someone who admired that and thought that was beautiful, then yeah, that's all that really matters to me. Like, at this point, I'm with my boyfriend, and he accepts me with how I am, and so I really don't care about what anybody else thinks. Like, my boyfriend's playing music, and it's super loud. Hey, can you turn down your music a little bit? Okay. If I were to tell my child or my little sister, if my little sister came up to me and was like, I'm insecure, I would just tell her, like, that you're beautiful, you know, that just because somebody else may not see the beauty in you and you may not see the beauty in yourself, what are you looking at? My boyfriend just came in. Anyways, but yeah, I would just be like, you're so beautiful. Yes, okay, you may not be able to see it now or understand it, but as you get older, I just feel like if you don't have somebody to reinforce and put that in your head, you need to put that into your head. Like, you just need to, and I know it takes time, but it's just like, if you're not going to change what you're not confident about, as far as, I don't know if it's something that how you look, like, I knew for a fact, yes, I have small boobs, yes, I have a petite body, yes, I have a wide nose, but am I going to get surgery? No, I'm not going to. Some people choose to do that, which is, that's their decision. I don't judge. But I know that I wasn't going to do that. So it's like, I have to just accept that. And yes, it may suck if I like a boy and he may not like that. Yeah, it does suck. But at the same time, it's his loss. Like, okay, I'm not going to change my body or how I look just to impress a guy. Right, babe?
Yeah, never do that.
Yeah, never. But yeah, so it just doesn't make sense. And also, honestly, the biggest thing, confident booster for me was, honestly, guys, like, the more I started to embrace how I look naturally is when I became, like, my most confident. Like, I could say right now, today, I'm my most confident than I was when I used to slap on a lot of makeup, when I used to straighten my hair a lot, when I used to pretty much do everything that wasn't me. And I decided to just let it go, wear out my natural hair, maybe, not be overly obsessed about putting makeup on every time I walk out the house. Just accept how my body looks and whatever I wear. I honestly just feel so much freer because, I was hiding myself a lot because I valued what other people thought, which is, like, so crazy. So I know confidence is just a process. Like I said, surround yourself with people that make you feel beautiful, that make you feel, if you're around somebody and they're making you feel like, less than yourself, or making you don't need them in your circle. Like, move, like, stay away from them. And obviously, if they're in your school, then just know that most likely the people that's in your school, you're not going to see ever again once you get out. So yes, you're just going to have to endure being around them or seeing them every day. But like I said, I have never seen any of the people in my school unless they were like friends or something like that. And then when you get in the real world, you realize that all of that doesn't really matter. High school stuff or whatever. So that's what I would say. And then obviously, like, find somebody to talk to about that stuff. If you are dealing with depression, anxiety, stuff like that, really try to see if you could talk to, a friend about it, a family member, maybe it's your cousin, mom, dad, boyfriend, best friend, auntie. Because talking it out really, really helps. Like, you should not be keeping any of that in. Or if you don't have anybody to talk to, always, therapist is a really good idea. Like, I just think that, honestly, I would love to go to therapy. That's, like, one of the things that I want to do. Because I know that it just really helps you. And obviously, you don't have to be sick or have a problem to go to therapy. It's just really good, just overall, for your mental health and stuff, to go to a professional. But anyways, that's just my advice on that. How do you know when you found the one? I honestly feel like you found the one when literally you can be you could be yourself. Like how you are by yourself, all the weird, quirky things you do, how you look completely naked, raw, like without any makeup, without anything in your hair, without anything covering up your body. If you could just be your complete self fully, and then that person accepts you for that and thinks you're beautiful and all that stuff, and you just feel vulnerable around them, like you're most vulnerable, you found the one, to me. Because I really think that that's important, and I feel like a lot of people are in relationships where, especially nowadays, like all this glamming up and being around your boyfriend and not wanting him to see you without makeup and all this crazy stuff, like that is not okay. If your boyfriend is making you feel unhappy, making you feel like you need all that to be attractive, then he is definitely not the one. So someone who makes you feel like you could be yourself around, and obviously someone that makes you feel safe, someone that just uplifts you, makes you want to be the better version of yourself, someone you can learn from. So yeah, just how happy you are. I feel like if you would know in your heart, like you wouldn't have to question if you found the one. You would know, like, yes, like he's the one. Like I every time I'm around him, I'm just happy and I don't want to leave him or her or whatever. At 26, I've never been in an actual relationship. Is there something wrong with you? No, there's not anything wrong with you. You just probably either haven't gone out enough to really like open yourself up to finding new people, or maybe you just haven't found, like the previous comment, the one for you, which is totally fine. Like everybody, I don't think there's a rush, to be honest. So I will have to know more of your background, but I don't think there's anything wrong with that. How do you get yourself out of bed in the morning when you don't want to get up? Girl, it's a struggle, honestly, but this is what helps me, honestly. Like planning, when I plan out my weeks, I am my most productive. Like that's when I really get stuff done. I'm my happiest because I need organization, because I'm typically a disorganized person. Like I'm all over the place. I'm very scatterbrained. So if I have some like a routine and a schedule written down for me, then I can literally just go by that, and that kind of makes my life a little more organized. So, for example, the night before, like if I want to plan out my day or my week, I'll make sure I do it the night before. So then I'm like, I already have everything on my list. Literally from the moment I wake up until the moment I go to sleep, I literally say like wake up at 7 a.m. Get out of bed at 7, or I'll say wake up at 7 a.m., brush your teeth, wash your face, then at 7:15, go and make your breakfast, and then 7:30, like I literally start really detailed, plan it out. That helps me. And then anyway, so when I do that the night before, then in the morning when I set my alarm, I already have subconsciously in the back of my head, oh yeah, you wrote that list the night before, so you got to get it done. So that kind of motivates me to like get up, because I'm like excited to check off everything that I planned out the night before. And then once you hear that alarm, you just have to get up. Like you can't, snooze is not good. Like snooze, for me, if I hit it once, it's going to be like twice, 3 times, 4 times. So I have to literally like get up, even though I hate it and I'm upset and I just want to sleep. And then obviously, sometimes if you're trying to wake up early, you may need to go to sleep a little earlier, which is hard as well as it is. But if you have trouble going to sleep earlier, I would advise for you to set a time for yourself where at like an hour before you're about to go to sleep, stop using all electronics, your phone, turn that off. Don't look at any electronics, don't watch any TV, and do something like yoga. There's like night yoga I like to do, and that's pretty much yoga that helps you like relax before bed, or read a book, or do something where, it kind of gets you in the mood to go to sleep. Do you think you should date multiple people before getting into a serious relationship? I think it helps because you have experience with other people, and my main fear has always been, or maybe something that I heard, that it's like, okay, if you get into a relationship, your first relationship, and you guys end up getting married or whatever, then someone may have like, later on in a relationship think like, oh, well, I never experienced other people, and they may be curious, which could happen. So I guess that could be the benefit of dating other people before. But at the same time, there has been people who, did it and were fine. So I just feel like it's about what you and your partner feels. I don't feel like there's a right or wrong. yes, dating other people does benefit you, but also there are people who have had a successful relationship slash marriage who they were each other's first. I mean, like me and my boyfriend, I had a little boyfriend, like 2 or 3 little play boyfriends before we got together. And my boyfriend, I think he was with like 2. It wasn't really serious. Like I could say this is probably like my second, or maybe, I mean, well, it's my second maybe like serious relationship I've ever been in. And his actual, I think, first one that, I mean, serious wise. Opinion on people getting married at a young age. Again, I feel like it's up to you, to be honest. I'm not ever one to tell you you should or shouldn't do something. If you feel like you're ready to get married, then go ahead. I mean, if that's what you guys want to do. For me personally, I mean, me and my boyfriend, we've been together for 7 years, and I know a lot of people will be like, oh my gosh, girl, why haven't you guys gotten married, blah, 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 especially on YouTube and social media, period. I feel like social media, period, it just moves super fast, which, again, I'm not judging because, okay, different strokes for different folks, I guess, but I feel like when you move fast into a relationship, unless you're 100% sure, that's when you could have like a higher rate of not lasting because you're rushing into things so fast. Then you realize later on that when you really get to know each other, because it takes time, like years, for you to really know about a person, and then when you move in with a person, you really get to know them. And yeah, so I mean, you just, if you're moving so fast and then 4 years, 5+ years later, you really get to know the real them, and they really start to relax and just be themselves, their full selves, just let it all out. And then you realize, like, we're actually not compatible, or you're actually really annoying, or I may actually not like you. So again, if you're sure, then definitely, I mean, that's cool, you do that, but I definitely feel like take it slow if you can. What do I think about smoking weed? Have I ever tried it? Oh my gosh, great question. I mean, great question because it's a juicy question, so I can like, smoking me? Well, oh no, I've never smoked weed before. Shocking, I know, because I feel like whether you want to act like you're innocent or not, whoever may be watching this, or there may be little kids, or hopefully they're not little kids, I don't know. Disclaimer, if you are below the age of 18, you should probably exit out of this, which I know that means that you're probably going to want to watch it even more. But this is like 18 and up conversation. I mean, maybe 16. I don't know, whatever. You're exposed to it. I mean, but anyways, I've never smoked it because I grew up in California. I was born there. So if anybody know about California, that is like the main state for smoking weed. And so I grew up, all my family really smokes. Like, I grew up around it. So I think because I grew up around it, I was just like not interested in it. Like, I don't know. And then I would see how it affects some people. Like, it affects different people differently. But the people I was around, I mean, I don't know, I just didn't like how it made people, react, at least from what I've seen. So I was just like, oh, I don't want to be like that, or I don't want to smell like that, or I don't want to look like that. So I just never did it. But I don't judge people who do it at all. Like, I hang around people who do it, and, it's fine. Like, if that helps them, because I know it has a lot of benefits to it. Like, it helps with anxiety, insomnia, stuff like that. So I'm all for it as long as you're being productive while you're using it, and you're not just letting it take over your life, What was it like finally moving out? It was very stressful. Like, I feel like, yeah, it was kind of stressful. It was oh my gosh, my camera may die. But yeah, it was a very like crazy, exciting, but stressful period. The whole moving out, I'm gonna have to do a full video on my experience. I know a lot of people want like advice, but honestly, I'm still learning myself. Like, I'm still an amateur. I'm not like the go-to person to tell you like finances. I got my finances in check. Like, look, I'm still learning. I'm still like, struggling in some areas. So I'm actually going to be moving in with my boyfriend really soon, because my friend is not going to be renewing her lease. So actually, oh my gosh, on May 21st or June 1st, that's going to be my last day. I'm going to have to be moving out in like a month. And then I'm going to be moving in with my boyfriend, which is really weird and crazy to think that. Anyways, I have a video on that. I'll go in depth about whatever. But yeah, I will show the experience. Like, I'm going to vlog that because it's going to be a very big, like, experience. It's going to feel like, I don't know, when we move in together, it's just a new chapter in my life that I really kind of want to share. I want to document it for my own, you know, because I want to be able to look back on it, but I also know it would help a lot of girls who, you guys, to see us starting from scratch, like a real couple. Because I feel like when you see a lot of people on YouTube move out or moving, it's like glitz and glam and, oh, they have so much money and they can decorate it and blah, blah, blah. And we're like, no, we're still like, we're like the regular people that has a 9-to-5. Like, we're not rich or anything like that. So I feel like we have a lot of big plans, and this would be the good times for you guys to see, like, or me specifically, just the journey of me, like, really building myself up and be, you know, getting to maybe hopefully that one point where I have a walk-in closet or I have a lot of clothes or something like that, because your girl is still at square one. So I think it will just be a lot more realistic than you guys see a lot of YouTubers that's just like having a lot of things that not most people are able to afford. How did I meet my boyfriend? We met in high school. I feel like I really want to tell the story, but I feel like honestly I do want him to be here to talk about it, or at least be around. Maybe not in the video, but we can be like around, and I think he's busy right now. So we did meet in high school, and it's a kind of cute story. I mean, a lot of people, I feel like most couples love to be asked that question because it's like, oh, well, it was so cute because we met like this. But yeah, so maybe I'll ask him later when he's around. Did you grow up being a shy or awkward person? If so, how do you deal with this? So like I said, yes, I definitely did grow up being shy and awkward, and I'm still very awkward. But I just feel like you stop being shy. Okay, my camera died. I had to fix it. But anyways, what was I saying? Shy. Okay, so yeah. Honestly, I feel like for me, when I was in high school, I was really shy, and I decided to try to push myself to get out of my shell by getting involved into a club, which I hadn't done until like it was my maybe sophomore year. I decided to join FBLA, which is the Future Business Leaders of America. It was like a business club, and I honestly, it was the best decision of my life. Honestly, I can say that it really shaped me into like getting out of my shell, because I mean, whenever you're in a club, you have to be interactive with people. So yeah, it pushed me to do that, and I think I ended up becoming like president or something of the club, and I like designed the t-shirts, and it was just like, yeah, completely a different Jess. By the end of my high school year, I also joined the broadcast video, which is pretty much the news thing. I don't know if your schools have it. There was a broadcast video class that I had, and so it's crazy because I started off making videos for the school on the news thing, on the school news, and now I'm making videos on YouTube. I never would have thought that would have happened, especially natural hair. But anyway, it's crazy. So yeah, doing stuff like that, getting involved in things, even though I was so nervous. I was just so nervous, but it was worth it. You have to push yourself, like you do. And then obviously as I got older, what helped me was just honestly trying really hard to really not care about what other people think. Like I said, my mom helped me with that. And honestly, just being around people who made me feel good about myself. Like if ever I was around somebody or somebody made me feel like insecure, or made me feel like bad about being my if I couldn't be my full self, I don't want to be around you. Like, that's with everybody. Like, for me, finding friends, you know, you test it out by being your full self. And if they look at you like, oh, you're weird. Like, there's been a lot of people who maybe look at me because I do something weird, or I say something weird, or I act weird, and they're just like you could tell that they're, like, put off by that. Then in my head, that's a mental no, like, okay, you're not the one. Like, we're not going to hang out. And that's fine. You're just not my type of person. Like, so then I'm not going to keep hanging around you if I know that, because I'm not fake. I've never been fake or been that type of person. And I'd rather have no friends at all than to have friends just to say they're my friends when really I can't even be myself around them. Then that's just a waste of my time. So Maybe that's an Aquarius thing, but yeah, like I don't want to have to fool with people when I can't really like. If I have to try to be someone else, I'd rather not. Like again, I'd rather have no friends. Oh my gosh, my brother asks, "Why is your oldest brother so fine?" Oh my gosh. Okay. How do I deal with overload of work, schoolwork, study? Like I said, whenever you have a lot of stuff on your schedule, you need to plan it out. Like I said, if you have to plan it out from like, you really have to go in and sit and plan out every minute of your life, do that because it helps. Like it really helps. So, start planning. How to tell a roommate / friend their hygiene isn't the best. Oh, that is tough. Let me see. So if my roommate's hygiene wasn't the best, if it's really bad, I will honestly have to say something. Be like, I love you, right? Like, you're like a sister to me. Like, we could tell each other anything, right? And that's what I like to do whenever I'm telling somebody something. I like to bluff it up and like make them feel good before and just, compliment and say, I love you. You mean the most to me and I don't want to hurt your feelings or anything, but, can I be honest about something? And then I would just be like, lately, as your friend, because I know if you were my friend, or maybe I'll even say that, I'll be like, hey girl, so, just quick question. I just want to know your advice on something. Like, if something was like off with me, or if I smelled, would you say something to me? And if they say yeah, then I'll be like, okay, well, actually, in the nicest way possible, I love you, and it's okay. Like, you don't have to feel bad, but I just wanted to let you know that, I've noticed, I've smelled something coming from you. And I just want to give you a heads up because I care about you and I don't want you going out and other people can smell or whatever. And trust me, like, no judgment. I will always reinforce, like, no judgment. I'm just telling you this as, like, your friend just to, like, help you out. So, yeah, I would just say that, to be honest. But I would definitely tell them because, like I said, I wouldn't want them, if you could smell them, that means other people can. And, you don't want somebody saying it in a rude way to your friend. And then that won't be nice. Are you truly, honestly happy in your relationship? Because I honestly do care. By the way, I'm a girl. Don't get scared. Oh man, that's funny. Yes, I am. Why did you ask me that question? That's an interesting question. Yes, I am truly happy in my relationship. Like, if happiness was on a scale, I would probably say I'm at like an 11. Yes, sometimes he gets on my freaking nerves. And I just want to... You hear that, babe? He probably can't hear me. But anyway. Yeah, I just want to... You have your moments in your relationship where you just... But I am honestly so happy in my relationship. 7 years later, I can say that... Yeah, I don't like being the mushy person. Like, ew. I don't even like being like, I'm so in love. I just think it's... But yes, if you guys can't tell, but I'm not going to go into, because I know I can start talking about him and just how much I love him and how much, like I said, my advice for finding a guy, and like I said earlier, is whenever you can be your complete self around somebody and you don't have to hold back nothing, you can do your weirdest, most quirkiest, you could just be how you would be by yourself. If you could be like that around him or her, I'm a big opposites attract person because I like being in a relationship with someone that can teach me something, that we can gain stuff from both of each other. So a person that makes you feel like you want to be your best self and encourages you to grow and helps you and stuff like that. So I feel like that's just really important. And then obviously being silly, being kids, having laughter, and just doing stuff like that. So yeah, all of that I have, and I'm just like really happy and just honestly, it's been 7 years and I thought you may just not be as in love, but honestly, it's so weird to say I'm more in love with him now than I was before. Now, I'm nervous about this whole moving situation because obviously that's saying that, and I used to didn't see him every day. We were long distance for a while, so I don't know. Hopefully, fingers crossed, nothing changes when we actually move in together. But yeah, well, I guess we shall see. But as of right now, yes, I am. Yes, so happy. When do you think it's okay to live with your significant other? Again, I feel like it's up to the couple. Different couples have their own thing. Every couple's different, and what works within their relationship may not work for another couple. So you guys have to come up with that within yourself. Like, you sit down and if you feel like both of you are ready and you go through the stages. I mean, I say, maybe if he has his own place or the other person, or you have your own place, maybe do a test run if you can and stay together, or live with them in their place for like a month or so and see how you guys cope and see if you guys don't run. I mean, it could take more than a month once you move in. I don't know, but I mean, you would know, I feel like. And if both of you guys feel like you're ready, like 100%, and there's no pushback. Now, if you feel like, like, I don't know, or you're doubting it, then you probably aren't ready. But if you're like, yeah, I'm ready, and he's like, yeah, I'm ready, or she's like, yeah, I'm ready, like, yes, let's go. And we're not rushing it, we just know it's time, and we feel like if you guys feel like you know each other completely, like that's another thing. Well, I feel like taking it slow, because you need to know a lot about the person. I mean, you really don't know about a person until you move in together with them. So, I mean, feel like moving in will be like an ultimate tester anyways to see if you guys will survive the rest of your lives. So, yeah, I mean, feel like, again, like if you're ready, if you feel like you're ready and your significant other feels like you're ready, if you're on the same page, then you guys, why not give it a try? And if it fails, then at least you know you tried, right? How to be confident even though you're broke. Man, let me tell you, would I say that I'm broke? What is broke? Not having money? I mean, pretty much not. I mean, I'm not rich or anything. I don't have a lot of money like that. I mean, I don't have a lot of money. So, I'm pretty confident. I just feel like you can't. Money does not rule all. And I know that's hard to accept in this world full of just, again, you see people on YouTube and social media just flaunting all the newest stuff, and you may be like, oh, their outfit is so nice and blah blah blah, but honestly, that's just stuff that they can remove. But if they're not confident without all of that, then that's just like being fake confident, you know? So honestly, if you're confident without all that, you are the most confident. And because I don't have all of that right now, I feel like I am my most confident because I don't have anything to cover up who I actually am. I've been forced to just accept who I am, which I love and I'm happy for, because there's a lot of people who may have grown up with a lot of money and use that to make them confident, and then they don't feel it when they're without it, you know? So I think you have the good advantage if you're broke, honestly. So then you can really try to love yourself without it until you get to the point to where if you do have the money to buy you some new clothes and whatever you want, then it's not like, oh, you need it, you just want to do it because, you know, you like to do it. Like me. Like, that's all I want. I just keep reiterating that in my videos because I know one day I'm going to look back and I'm going to see myself saying that I really, honestly, all I want in life, I'm not a materialistic person at all. Like, I could give a 2 F's about having designer bags or designer this. Like, I'm not even into all that. I just ask. Future Jess, I just ask, or Lord, or, you know, I just ask that hopefully I get to a point in my life, not too late, but at least I'll say mid-30s or something like that, or whatever. I'm not going to give myself the time, but at one point in my life, I know I'm where I want to be, or I know I'm successful, but obviously, 1, having a huge impact on people, which I feel like I already do, and 2, having a walk-in closet full of clothes, and maybe, hopefully, having my own clothing brand. That would be like my happiness right there. I don't even know why I'm talking about that. Where did that even come from? I don't know. But anyways, So I feel like I've been talking a long time. I don't want this to be super long. I still have a lot of questions that I haven't answered yet, but we'll do like a part 2. What am I saying? I really enjoy doing these, so I will continue doing them. Obviously, if you want to see more, if you like these girl chats, please let me know because I love doing them. To be honest, like I could talk forever and forever and forever. If you enjoyed this video and you would like to see more, please comment 3 purple hearts. We're gonna do our purple hearts. And thumbs up this video, okay? And share it with somebody. Even if you feel like somebody needs to hear what something I said in this video, share it with them, okay? Don't even say anything. Just be like, hey, I think you just watch this video. Just watch this video. Maybe it'll help you out. Yeah, alright. I will see you guys in my next video. And peace. And out. And see you later. And alligator.